Hello, my name is John Goodman from CESA 10, the CTE coordinator here, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about E for E, or the legislative rule PI26, and how it affects your schools. Remember, PI26 is our Education for Employment, and that is due to be fully implemented the beginning of the school year 2017-18 school year. So yes, this fall you need to have all of your students signed up and ready to roll in academic and career planning. So this video and this survey I'm going to talk about is going to explain how we can help and support. So I've been selected as our CESA 10 ACP coordinator for all of our schools. So I've been tasked by DPI to basically ask each of our school districts how and what type of assistance you need to implement academic and career planning. So what I've done, first off, is I found some additional help. Dr. Neil Johnson is going to be helping me in this process, and we're going through, some of you may have some experience with ACP and PI26. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about career cruising and how we can make an individualized plan for your district to help roll out and meet this PI26 legislative rule. So first, let's go to my survey that I have selected here. Each of your districts, I'm going to send this ACP survey out and basically get a calculation on what your district needs are. Now, as you can see right here, you're going to have a district drop-down menu that you can select, and then you're going to hit the next button. As we roll through here, we want an ACP team. We're not really looking for one person who can fulfill all of the duties of academic career planning. I know a lot of your districts are talking about a school counselor is going to roll this out, which is great, but what happens when that counselor leaves the district? What we're finding here at CESA and working with schools is that turnover has become a common thing during the school year. So I recommend, DPI recommends that you develop an ACP team, led probably mostly by your principal, your school counselor, a CTE instructor, a core instructor or instructors, and a special education instructor. Now, some of you may have another person that you'd like to put on there, no problem, but we'd like you to identify your ACP team to get you thinking about the possibilities and how this can get rolled out school-wide. So I'm just going to put a couple of letters in here, since these are all special, and hit next. The next page, you're going to ask about district needs assessment, and it's going to be pretty simple to start here. The first question is, how would you rate your district on ACP readiness? Basically, do you know what I'm talking about? Have you heard of ACP, or have you not heard about ACP at all, and you're really in the beginning, don't know phases, or are you along? Have you come to the ACP 1, 2, 3 trainings that Candy Lund had in the past year? Have you sent members to the career cruising training that we had this fall? So fill this out and explain what you've done so far. We want to, like I talked about earlier, really would like to support your districts where you're at. Everyone's in different places, but however we can support, and then I need to document and give that to the DPI so that they have an understanding where we're at, and they can provide additional training for those areas. Is your student management system integrated with career cruising? Yes, no, not sure. This integrates with Infinite Campus, integrates with Skyward. Have you gone through that process? What questions, concerns do you have about ACP implementation, career cruising, PI26? Can all this information be found on your web page? You know, some of those things are important because from what I've been hearing with my ACP coordinator statewide meetings is that they are going to view and they want to know if this is documented on your web page. So very similar to Wisconsin Career Pathways and things like that, which is going away. But how how are you supporting, telling your students, your teachers, your community members, your businesses, what your academic and career plan is for your district? So let's come on in here and let's add a couple of things so I can get to the next part and hit submit. That's basically the end of our needs assessment. We're going to take a look at those and then reach out to each district and support you where you need support. So if you have no experience at all with ACP or PI26 or E for E, we're going to help and start explaining that process. If you have a lot and you're already implementing it, we're going to use you as leaders for the rest of the pack. So as we go down this ACP path and as we get 100% implementation this fall, we're here to help and serve as needed. The other important date that we have is April 10th will be an additional career cruising training day. That career cruising day is going to be the first half of the day is going to be strictly on career cruising and additional support in different operations in career cruising. In the second half of the day, we're going to break you into two groups, basically beginners, ACP beginners, and then ACP veterans, and we're going to talk and support you and get you communicating with others in your area on how they're rolling out ACP and how they can provide and meet this legislative rule. Hope this video has been informative. Please fill out the Google form and we'll be getting in touch with you shortly. Thank you. Have a great day.